Yes. It's about that time. Okay, so ginger shots. You're already used to our ginger shots, I already know, but we're gonna actually do double the shots because these aren't as strong as the usual ones. Even though you don't make a face anyway, because you're used to drinking the usual ones and you never make a face when you drink it.
Fast.
But like, we're gonna cheers though, by the way. Oh shoot, okay, it's okay, it's okay. I got you. I was still gonna, look, I'm gonna pour yours.
Somebody's
And then,
fill this one to the tippy top.
I know, okay. And then we're gonna do another one because it's not that strong. I feel like it's not that strong, okay?
Cool.
So cheers to you, Duke,
Salud.
Riley, you're a good friend. I told you I'm going to call my friends first for my podcast.
Yeah.
So give thanks to you. I know you outside of the game. I don't really know the game like that. And by the way, my hat is not only for you. Okay. I'm a Miami girl all the way. I represent Miami all the way.
I dig it.
I think I say that every time I do my podcast. Miami is my city. So this is not just for you. This is for me representing it all. Give thanks, Duke, for saying yes.
No, for sure.
I honor you. You are strong. You are strong. You're a good spirit, and I give thanks to you. So cheers to you.
Yes.
You do your best.
Yeah, they strong, but they're not good though.
Exactly. At least I'm not making that.
Two.
We're doing two because it's not that strong, right? But they're strong. It's like a little kick.
I'm sorry.
No, it's okay.
They're making a
I imagined it happening like that when I opened the third one because I had three. Okay.
shit again.
So as you see, we have Divine Nectar as well. And you already know about Divine Nectar too. Listen, this is the homie. We've known each other for almost 2 years now.
Facts.
You support the community. You support the people, the local people. So you already know about Divine Nectar.
Love Divine Nectar.
I know you
She
do.
fill it up, drop offs.
Yes.
Just make sure you save your bottle.
Yeah. You said that. So you already know the joke to this because I said to her, I want the glass bottles. And she's like, you got to save them. I was like, I don't know if I could tell the guests I'm going to save them, right? And then I was like, I'll just buy them. Da, da, da. I didn't even get to do the transaction. I go and pick up these. And I'm like, thank you so much, Jade, for giving the glass bottles. I was like, you know what? Did you do it for Duke? She writes, yes.
Nah, when I first did it,
Straight up said it. Yes.
I was throwing them away because I didn't know. And I was like, damn, I'm you know.
Cheers, by the way.
For sure.
Gold.
Amazing.
Yes, Divine Nectar.
Please. I'm happy when I saw it when I walked in here.
For me, I love that. I love that. Yeah, no, I love that you supported. And actually, you ran into her going to my event, Protect Your Heart.
Yeah.
And I love that because that was one of the moments that I was like, yo, Duke, you're a real one. Nice. You could have been anywhere in the world.
For sure.
You could have been pulling up anywhere.
I won't perform.
Listen, as you pulled up to my event, you stayed till the end. I saw you enjoying it. We did the yoga. We did the meditation.
Yeah.
Yo, give thanks that you support that way. And that's why I wanted to call you and let you know that I'm doing this. And by the way, you were the first person to say yes. Like I had wrote a list of all my heavy hitter friends.
All right. I wouldn't call myself a heavy hitter.
See, all my guests say that. You know why? Because I choose the humble ones. I choose the humble ones to come. Every single one of you guys say the same exact thing.
That's funny.
But so let me call you guys that. Let me say it, okay? So I had to, the ones that, again, that are humble, that I see that has a good soul, that's really for the people that really can connect in a humble way, despite the flashing lights.
Yep.
So I saw that in you. I saw that in you.
I don't really believe in all of the hype,
I feel that, I believe that you don't believe in that.
Yeah. I'm the one, I go home and my people do stuff.
Yes.
And they win. They don't even know what this life is like. So
yeah.
I gotta stay true to that. Stay grounded,
Yes. Listen, I see how you flow. I want to talk about the first time I met you because that is important from how we connected to right now. Right. But the first time I met you, we have a mutual friend. I love her so much. Love her.
Amazing. Catalina. Shout out to Catalina.
Shout out. Catalina needs to be shouted out. She got me. She's the one who introduced me to Rastafari, by the way.
Really?
Yes. She was the one who did. She was the first person to do one lock when I had a pro. She did one lock.
And stuff.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then all of that. She was Rasta when we were in the club She was Rasta.
And I would.
Yeah, for like, that's my solid friend for about 20 years.
She helped me get through a lot. I can
Wow.
promise you that.
Wow.
I stayed on the phone and talked to Catalina some nights all the way to 9 p.m. to 6 in the morning.
That friend. Yep. I believe you. I believe you.
Deep conversations, you know, and it was all positive. You know, she don't speak negative of anyone, and she always try to, you know, stay true to what's right.
Yeah.
You know, she's not really biased. She's gonna tell me. She's gonna be honest. You know,
Yes.
tell me if I'm wrong. Tell me the truth, you know, about myself, and any way that I can be better. She tried to help me. That's why it's a blessing to have a woman like that.
Listen, she's amazing. I trust her.
Oh yeah.
I trust her. That's my friend. And she's the one who called me and was like, Duke needs meditation, deep stretch, sound bath.
Yep, sound.
And I was like, word, okay, no problem. And I hit up my king and I'm like, do you know who this person is? Because I don't know about the football scene, right? So this is good that I don't know about it, because then I see you as a whole real person for real. Because like the glitz and glamour, I don't see it. Right? So I call him and I'm like, do you know him? Of course he knows, because he's in it, right? So you come, and I'm gonna be real honest, be like, him and I like tag teamed your like coming to you. So it started off with like, I'm like, okay, babe, I'm done. Come in. It's time to come in. We're gonna talk about Legree now.
Right. I remember.
And he hit you with the Legree.
Right. Well, after we got done, he walked in.
Yes, because I texted him.
I was like,
and I think it's your turn.
Like, he's in good shape. You know, I'm like, yeah. And then I'm looking at the machines, and I'm like, what's this right here? Because I've never done Pilates. I've never done Legree. I've not even heard of Legree.
Right.
And I asked him what it was, and he's like, that's the fountain of youth. And I was like,
that's what he said.
I was like, well, listen here, my man. I'm going on at the time it was my 6th year in the NFL.
Wow.
And yeah, I'm going on 8 now. And I remember doing it for 2 months. And, you know, usually when you get older, you don't, you know, it's almost like your career is supposed to do this.
Right.
When you get older.
Right.
I was doing it for 2 months, and I went to work, and, you know, they test you for your vertical, your strength and your speed and stuff like that. And I was running faster than I've ever ran. I was jumping higher than I've ever ran.
Since you were doing Legree?
Since I started doing Legree.
Whoa.
And I wasn't exercising. I wasn't putting a lot of pressure on my body.
Yes.
I wasn't. That's what I love about it the most. And I feel like that's why I'm, you know, as much as I can be, I'm in there, you know.
Yeah.
And
no, you're in there. You just hit me up and got a four-month package.
Yeah, I'm like, yo, I need it for the whole, just.
You said 4 months here. Just count. You said tally it up.
I just want to.
I was like, word.
I don't even want to have to worry about it. I just want to come when I can. I just want for the next 4 months, I need to be able to.
Straight up.
You know?
That is dedication for real. No, I see the strength. That is a tough workout. That is a tough workout for real. I'm just gonna slide it real quick about your friend that you brought in, because people know him, right? OBJ. And you brought him in. And we knew that he was doing Legree already.
Yeah, I know Sean was telling me. Yeah, because he posted something about the megaformer and stuff like that. And he loved it. He loves it. He does it. He has someone that you come to his.
I imagine it like that.
Yeah.
I was like, yo, I wonder if I could do like virtual like teaching.
You know what's crazy? I was talking to my dad about it literally 2 days ago, because he's out here right now with me and my kids.
I love
getting ready. You know, usually I spend like the ultimate quality time with my family before the season starts.
I see.
And we was talking about he wants my dad, because I told him, I said, yo, I want to buy a Legree machine for when I'm not here in Miami, because I spend a lot of time back in New Orleans as well.
Okay.
So all my family's at. And I was just like wondering, like, because it's not like big everywhere like it is here,
right? You
know. And my dad said he wants to get one, but he don't know how he would learn it. So I think the virtual thing would be like,
yes.
Or even if you don't do it virtually, maybe you could just create like videos.
Like, yes, talk to me. Yes,
YouTube,
yes.
Like just have people go watch the videos.
I'm feeling that. There's quite possibly that already. But you know, coming from us, because I know you want to hire.
I wouldn't. I know, like doing with y'all because like that's why when I go places and I see it, I'm just like, do you want to go up in there? Because
I know
like an energy thing for me.
it's the soul.
You know,
I was gonna say it's the soul.
The signs that I walk in.
Yeah.
You know,
It's the same method, but it's the soul.
I think that's
so. When people come back and they come back, there's something about this spot.
Yeah.
It's the soul. You know, we definitely carry that welcoming, and there's a lot of beautiful souls that walk in.
Yeah,
you know,
a lot of the people that I met, mostly ladies that obviously do it, and some men as well, but it's for everyone.
Yeah,
old and young.
Yeah.
That's what I noticed. That's what I noticed at first was a lot of like, you know, I'm about to be 30 next in 2 weeks, but you know, there's women in there like, in their 40s and they're stronger than me.
older,
And I'm like, what the hell?
older.
I felt embarrassed when I left out of there.
60. And Sean's business partner, he's up there like
They be killing it. I was like,
it is
I'm
no
afraid to
joke.
die when I'm that age. I can be able to move and be that strong. And I think with the Legree method, I think that'll be like something that I will keep in my life just because I know how it feels.
How amazing. So then it worked.
Nah.
When we like tag team the whole like method, I hit you with the sound healing. How did you feel about the sound healing, by the way?
Amazing. I had a out of body experience.
Well,
without even doing anything to make myself come out of my body.
whoa.
And by just breathing and
Wow.
I think it was just a magical thing. And I think that's what like honestly like
Amazing.
I guess made me want to like, I mean, when I enter Megalith Fitness, I don't look at it as a fitness place.
Straight up. Say it.
I go up in there as a, you know, I'm going up in there to relieve stress. You know, every time I walk out of that place, I feel better, even if I'm not working out, you know, because I go up in there, you know, I'm like, oh, let me get this incense.
You get shots for everybody.
Shots.
So the ginger shots is not new.
Right, no.
I'm gonna do this already at Megalith. You'll get shots for everybody, and we're taking shots.
Everybody getting shots. We getting shots. We, you know, I love, you know, I go home and immediately when I get home, I like the sage. I like the
amazing. Yes, that's
all of that. Everything.
Get everything.
Everything from the soap to the toothbrush to the toothpaste. I'm sorry, I got some of the charcoal toothpaste that you have.
Amazing.
Everything. So
Yo,
I just love it. You know,
I love that you're saying all this. Like, because as I was driving here, I was thinking, yo, Duke says he says okay and trust like everything we say to, you know, it's like, and I thought of that. I was like, the incense that you get from like the method of Legree, from the sound healing, from the events, because you've pulled up at the events too. You literally, you know, divine nectar delivers to you now.
Like the best events that I've been to in Miami. I mean, like I said, going there and like, you know, you and Sean like are basically family to me.
Yes,
I
yes.
feel like that even when I walk in. And that's why I always try to refer to my, you know, my teammates come, obviously, friends, anyone like, yo, you want to feel better? You want to feel that, you know?
Come to Megalith.
Come to Megalith.
Yeah, the people are in it, and then you definitely are strengthening. I see that strength. I see everything that's
For sure. I feel great.
wow.
I feel like I can play. It's giving me like, you know, it's the fountain of youth, like Sean said.
So I want to go back to like you talking about you getting older because you're 30. That's not old.
Well, it's old. It's not old. I'm sorry. It's not old. But, you know, it's not a lot of players in the NFL that's in their 30s.
Right.
When you really think about
Interesting.
it. It's a young man game. The average is 2 to 3 years.
But why? Because it's like,
well,
how you guys get so beat. So I don't know the game. I literally
let's
think
just put it this way. The injury rate, first of all, the injury rate in the NFL is 100%.
100%.
100%. So no matter what, you're going to be hurt. I don't care who you is, what position you play, you're going to get injured. The 100% injury rate. You know, there's times where I played on torn knees without even knowing, just because, like, you got to think about it, right?
That's crazy.
Everybody in the NFL, since we talking about it right now, everybody in the NFL is, one, they work their whole life to get there, right? And when you get there, you're around a lot of men just like you. You're not at a college where or high school where you're the best guy. High school, you know, anybody that's in the NFL was the best at their high school. And they were like the top guy at their college. But when you get to the NFL, the margin of talent is slim to none. Everybody just as good as you. You could be somebody like, I mean, there's the OBJs, the Tyreek Hills, the Tom Brady's. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
You know, I'm just I'm in it. I'm 8 years in, so
That's amazing. That's longevity.
I ain't
Doing something.
I ain't gonna be happy though till I'm I got a crazy goal for myself, and I don't really talk about it.
Yeah.
But I'll say it. I want to play like I went to LSU,
Okay.
and I love Louisiana.
I was just gonna say Louisiana.
Yeah,
Okay.
New Orleans boy, New Orleans native.
Amazing.
So I chose LSU because it was home, and it was the best decision I ever made. But I want to play the longest tenure of an LSU linebacker. I don't know what it is because I haven't looked it up. I'm gonna just wait until I'm done to see how I did.
So you want to make it to 10 years, and then if you make it to 10 years, when you make it to 10 years, you look it up to see what's the longest.
I just want to keep going. I don't even want to look ahead. If I'm being honest, I hate to do that. When I first got in the NFL, I just, you get there and like I said, it's a lot of distractions.
Of course.
You see people who on there, if they're lucky, 5th or 8 year, second, third contract, and they're, you want to get there because you know how it sets you up from a security standpoint. That's for money, and your family, and like it's a lot of, because like I said, when you get to the NFL, it's a lot. Everybody in there is trying to take care of their family. So if you hurt, somebody else that's not hurt is
Gonna go right in.
Gonna go right in, and if you hot, you hot. They're gonna play the hot person. They don't care about. It's a lot that go into the game that a lot of people.
No, but that's deep. So what does it do with the mental health? Like, what does it do with?
And that's why the average is 2 to 3 years, because it's not only just injuries. It's also because of it's a level of that you gotta go to mentally every single day. The moment I walk into the building, a switch is flipped in my head that I'm not even in a real world. I'm in their world. I'm not. So everything I do, I'm on camera. I'm being evaluated. When it comes to meetings, the way I'm eating, the way I work out, who's the first one in the building? Who's the last one to leave? They track everything you do. They put out monitors on your shoulder pads to test and see how your body, to see how hard you're straining. You know what I'm saying? How you're going.
Interesting.
So it's like, it's so much that's being evaluated, and you got to think about it. I mean, they investing millions of dollars into like young 22, 23-year-old kids, 20-year-old kids. Some of them, if they're lucky to, some people play 3 years and be young and into the league, which is amazing. I think that's amazing if you can do that. Some people do. So they're investing so much money, like into players. They got to make sure that their investment is doing what it's supposed to be doing, and if it's not, it's always better to get someone younger and cheaper.
Yeah.
Oh
my gosh,
So if you got off the field issues, they're not dealing with that. There's millions of people who would want to play and be on a practice squad, just to be in the building, just to be around it, And the information that you're getting in the building is like some of the best information you can get. Like if I want to, and I do, because I think that's something that I've been a leader on every team that I've been on, a captain on every team that I've been on. So and I take it.
Wow.
I take every day like it's a different day and it's a new day, and I've learned that you have to reset every second. Even if you have the best play you ever made, it's all about what you do next. Even if you had a bad play, you could always, if you're in the building and you have an opportunity, you could always wake up for it. There's people who, that guy made a terrible play. He sucks. You get that,
But then when you make the good play, it's just, when's the next play?
Yeah, but you can't you can't use the fuel of what someone says about you as a player, good or bad, to you shouldn't look for any. I don't look for any validation of like what anyone says about me. I know who I am. My teammates know who I am when I show up. I show up every day. Anybody who ever any one of my teammates that I've ever played with at any level, they know I'm for real. You know.
Do you guys speak this talk? Like, do you guys speak about like the inside like this, or
Yeah, we do. You know, and thing
like,
about
do they know it like you? Like, cause you seem like you analyzed it like intuitively, like you sat back,
Well,
you analyzed like what's happening in the inside.
career, everyone's path and career is different. You know, my career is what it is because of the things that I went through throughout my life. You know, being not highly recruited out of. Well, I was kind of. I mean, I went to LSU,
Right.
but I signed to go to LSU a week before signing day. They had their 25 commitments, and they wanted me, but they wanted to gray shirt me at first.
What is gray shirt?
Gray shirt means that you got to pay your first year to go to college, and then the next year, if you're good enough, they'll put you on scholarship. That's what they offered me at first. But I kept going and I kept showing up and I kept doing what I was supposed to do. I kept going to the camps. I kept outperforming the people that they were signing. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And then they ended up, one of the guys didn't pass the ACT test, so they took his scholarship away and they gave it to me.
Wow.
Just like
that.
And I had every.
Did you know the guy? Do you know what happened to him after this?
I don't really know. He didn't even play my position. They just had an extra spot and they gave it to me.
Wow.
Because
this was your divine, like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, and it was just the way God wanted it to be.
Exactly.
But I stayed true to what I wanted. I always wanted to go there. And, you know, I had, you know, every offer that I wanted, you know, from Ole Miss, TCU, you know, there's like Bama. Like I could have got a scholarship and, you know, from any school that I wanted. I had schools that were offering me full scholarships, and at first LSU wasn't, but I still wanted to go to LSU because it's what I wanted. And I felt it was like something that I always wanted when I was a kid.
But why? So why choose, so what made you bring this? Okay. Because you choose such like a game that you know that is 100%. Yeah.
Oh, well, just because, you know, it's like life. You take risks, you know.
That's good that you see it like that, but you're lion, you're a Leo.
Correct.
Yeah.
And I know that all I need is an opportunity at anything in life, you know. If you want anything in life, and that's what football teaches you, if you want anything in life, if you want any goal for yourself, if you want anything, if you just take it day by day and you get, even if it's a half a step, you know, a half a step better each day and not look ahead and stay present, stay where your feet at,
Yes.
not look ahead, not worry about any outside noise and just control what you can control. You can be 8 years in the NFL looking back like, damn, there's hundreds of people who said I wasn't really supposed to be here, you know?
Mm-hmm.
But as long as you believe in yourself and as long as you really put the work in.
Straight up.
You know, I really put the work in, you know? Every single day I put the work in. I'm one of the best practice players.
I believe that.
Just because I know that shit gonna happen in the game when it come. There's a lot of opportunities that I was put in a position to not be successful what I was because I prepared for. Like everything a game to me, you know, or like not a game. Like
so you see it, you're like, you're that intuitive, like, cause you see it right here first, and then you play it out in the physical.
Yeah, for sure. Mental reps are the best thing you can get.
Mental reps, you said?
Yeah. Like
I like that.
Watching someone else do it and
like that you
visualizing it being you. Watching someone else's game and visualizing it being you and how you could do it different or how you can do it the same.
Deep.
A lot of people do it, you know.
You recognize it because now that I'm thinking about it, maybe I do that too.
Yeah, everyone does it.
Yeah, but like you're
to a certain extent,
like
you know?
now you're saying it in a way that it makes sense, and you call it mental reps.
Mental reps, yeah. That's the thing that like basically if you're not even in getting a rep and someone else is getting the same rep that you could be getting, as long as you're watching it, it's better than being somewhere else. Man, I wonder what this person's doing at the crib. Like I want it, man. You know, like I don't. When it's time for me to go, I block everything out. When I walk in the building, everything is forgotten about. I don't think about nothing else. All I think about is being the best version of myself for everyone else. because I know that energy is contagious, and I know I bring a lot of it.
Word.
And I know that others are just, and I want to help everybody, you know, especially if I'm competing against you.
So you help, tell me, you help them even if they're
If I'm
competing?
battling, and I've done this everywhere I've been, if I'm battling with somebody for a position or for a spot and it's the reality of the game.
Right, right.
I always try to help that person be the best version of himself, because if a person does, and I want everyone to be successful. You know, it's enough out here in this league and in the world for everybody.
Straight up.
And if I help you, I can only help myself.
Word.
Because if I'm pushing you, it's gonna push me to go harder as well. You know, and I want you to, but I also do it because I want everyone to be successful. Because regardless of the game, football or not, the crowd are gonna be good.
Word.
You know,
Word.
like I'm fortunate enough to come from a great parents. You know, my parents are hustlers.
Yeah, tell me, because I was going to ask you, how was it growing up in New Orleans? We're connected, by the way, because I'm Haitian.
Oh yeah, that's a lot.
So we're connected. Yeah, it's. I love that you know this.
Nah, for sure. It's all, man. I'm originally from like Below New Orleans, a little below New Orleans. It's still 504 area cool though.
Okay.
We got, you know, but I'm from like more of the countryside. And then when Hurricane Katrina came, it wiped out everything. And then we moved into the city. So like 05, we moved into the city. I would never lived in the city until like 05. And I guess just growing up there, like every other city, especially Miami, it's a lot of distractions.
Right.
And New Orleans is known for being a party city.
Yeah. Because I want to circle back to Hurricane Katrina real quick, because I went through Hurricane Andrew. I was really young, but I still remember it.
Right.
And so I remember when I was watching the news when Hurricane Katrina was going to Louisiana.
Yeah.
And it was the night before. And I was watching the news and they were just kind of like, oh, it's nothing, like just kind of boarding their houses. And I was just like, they don't know what's coming to them.
No, we didn't.
Because I know what Category 2 looks like, 2, 3 here in Miami.
They didn't tell us it was a Category 5 until like a night before, a day or two before. And like, once it gets to that point, they like make you leave. You have
Right. You have to go.
Because where I'm from, everybody was staying. We were
right. Exactly. And that's what I was
born
on
the generator. We live off the land anyway.
Yeah.
We're gonna go out straight out. We're gonna chill. We love storms. Okay.
That's what I was seeing in the news. See, that's how they were acting. Exactly.
So it's like we so used to storms, and we like,
wow.
As a kid, you like, all right, we ain't got school, so we're not even thinking. Like when we left, when they made us really evacuate, we didn't have time to grab everything. We just grabbed like. I'm grateful my mom and dad and them grabbed like the pictures in the house. Like that was like the main thing that they wanted to grab, because like I guess that's all you really have when anyone goes is pictures.
Yeah. It's
and
true.
memories. Like,
it's true.
They show you pictures of the past. They don't show you the past. You know, so I'm grateful that we got all our pictures to see like what life would used to be like.
Wow.
Before Katrina, and we had a box of pictures, and I had a bag with like. You know, we thought we was gonna go for 3 days. 3, 4, the storm gonna hit.
Yeah,
usually a storm hit and the lights out, and you can always go back. Shit,
different.
Man, and go back. We wasn't able to go back to where I was at for 6 months.
But was your house gone, or you went back to that house after 6 months?
Well, we lived in trailers, so like you can only imagine.
It's gone.
It wasn't really gone. Some of them was gone, but like. It was picked up, it was moved in a whole different, like, you know, so you go in it, it's like, I mean,
oh shit.
It's gonna sound crazy, but like, I guess right around that time, Tempur-Pedic beds came out like in 05, 04, like maybe it might have been out before that, but that's when it got to our area.
The Tempur-Pedic bed. I remember, yep.
I say that they say
just came out.
Before my mom left, they made a bed. My mama put a Bible on the bed, and when we came back, the water was 20 feet high, and so the Tempur-Pedic bed floated up because it's foam, right? And the only thing in the house that didn't get wet was the Bible on top of the bed. I know that sounds crazy.
No, it doesn't sound crazy.
And that's how like that just reminded me to always just keep my faith. you know. And my mom was here. She'll tell you the exact same story. It's not like I'm, you know, trying to make something up.
Yeah.
But
No, that's a story that even you must tell that story because
no, I tell that for sure.
that shows that exactly what you said.
Yeah, and that's why like it was almost like the best worst thing that happened to me, Katrina. Because if Katrina didn't happen, I would be in a place in the area that, you know, didn't have a lot of resources, didn't have a lot of people coming and I guess you could say looking for athletes or anything. You know, I'm like one of the only players from my area to make it and play in the NFL. So when I go home, it's like, you know,
Yeah. You're
people
like
like
person in New Orleans, you're the mayor.
New Orleans,
Or
they got a lot of people in New Orleans who've made it and played, and you know, there's plenty of New Orleans per capita. Like it's one of the best in the world. Like
I believe that because the history that goes with it.
that's a lot of connected people. That
how far New Orleans are you in? Like meaning like, are your parents from New Orleans and grandparents?
Yeah,
and
my parents, my parents are from New Orleans. My mama's parents is from New Orleans. My dad,
New Orleans. Okay.
My dad, I don't know how they. I know some of my dad people from Rhode Island. My dad grandfather was born in Sweden, so I don't. A lot of people migrated to that area where I'm from because the oil business was, in the fishing business.
Oh wow! Oh, I know you do that with the crawfish. Is it the crawfish that you catch?
Ball and stuff.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because I'm not. We known for going. I can go out in the bayou and get any food and any animal.
Wow.
I grew up like that though, so that's what I appreciate about everything. You know, I appreciate that I grew up like that. I appreciate that I was able to use my hands as a child and know how to build things and do things, and you know, I feel like that's what, you know, people way back in the day used to do.
But
you know,
that's back to the connection. Yeah,
that's why I'm not going home. You know, anytime I feel like,
I can imagine you love going.
Anytime I feel like I'm not like where I need to be in my life mentally, I go back home and I just, for some reason, it's like a reset for me.
Wow.
You know, it's like just eating, smelling the air and looking around, looking at the people, and like, you know, New Orleans is known for having like the best hospitality in the whole U.S. because people just, we all welcome everybody, and that's what y'all reminded me of whenever I went over there. It was just like, it felt like home. That's what I meant by that. Like, and it makes so much
I gotta go. I really want to go. I've been saying
might go there, and
my spirit is telling me to go for real because, like, you know, I'm so into Haiti and everything and the history of Haiti, and so you know the Louisiana Purchase and that whole story, how it goes. So I'm like, oh, we're the same people then. Speaking Creole, you speak Creole?
No, not really.
But you know,
we have like a lot of people have their own like little slang and language. You know, like when I get down there, like some people might be talking, and I know what they're saying, what you won't.
Yeah.
One, they may be saying it way too fast.
Yeah. I've heard it. It's always similar, but it's different.
I had to change the way I talk.
So when you hear the Haitians here, do you understand?
Yeah, I pick up on some for sure.
I love that.
For sure. It's
we're so connected, like, you know, and then you know it even deeper. I always tell people that, like, you know, are like what we are as the majority of the people of the world, which is African people. And then it goes down to Brazil, where Brazil has the highest rate of African people. Then it goes down to after Africa. Then it goes down to Haiti and America. And so I always talk about how the Haitians went to Louisiana through slavery during the Haitian Revolution, went to Louisiana. And what's crazy is that till this day, the biggest jail in the United States is in Louisiana. And I always felt like there was like, what is it called?
Angola?
I don't know, but it's in Louisiana, and it's the largest jail, like the biggest where they hold prisoners in the United States.
I don't know if it's Angola, but I know Angola is 26 miles wide.
That one, wow.
And 90, I don't want to have like 95% or more of the people in there have life. They call it the farm.
See?
Like we take field trips. My high school did. I don't know if every high school did, but my high school, we take a field trip every senior year. all the seniors, they go on a field trip to Angola, you know? It's almost like yo, you about to leave and go into the real world.
So you can
need to hear these stories, you know, and hear the stories of people and like experiences of things that you're about to go see into the real world. Because some people either going to college or they can't afford that, or they don't got scholarship, they're going to work. And like I said, in New Orleans, there's a lot of distractions. You know, it's a lot of people out there who don't have, you know, 2-parent households, you know?
But did you grow up in that?
I did.
Okay.
Not my whole life.
I'm sorry, yes, sir.
Not my whole life, though. You know, my dad and my mom, my dad was, I think he did like 4 years in prison.
Oh, for real?
Yeah.
So you have that story, okay.
Yeah, but that was just, I was young.
Okay.
You know, I didn't know how much I was affected by it.
What do you mean? So it wasn't until you got older you realized you were affected by it?
I guess, you know, doing like therapy and then going back and like, you know, learning more about myself and the way I react and how I cope with different things and stuff like that. Like, but me and my dad are great. My dad is like one of them. My dad and my mother, you know, like some of the greatest.
No, I see all your pictures. Like you guys are a whole family, like tight.
My dad is like one of the, you know, you called me strong earlier, but he's one of the strongest men I've ever met in my life, you know. He went from that to changing his life to raising me, you know, and 2 kids that wasn't even his, you know, and now he owns all business, and it's all businesses.
Wow.
Or enough.
So then that's where you get your strength from.
Right.
So when I say that in you, you're the reflection of him and you get to speak that.
You know, and a lot of people say it's, you know, not the best thing, but I think it is, because without him in my life and pushing me and having me be so disciplined, you know, if something was at 8 o'clock, he made me show up at 7. You know, he's never been late. He always showed me like respect and how to show up and I talked about being a practice, how hard I practice every single day, and I think that is because every single day my dad used to watch me practice in high school. He showed up to every practice, you know.
That's good that you.
And he watched me practice, and it wasn't like I was in high school, you know, messing around at practice. You might go to high school practice and you might see kids, you know, not really taking it serious. If I didn't take it serious, I was going to hear about it.
Exactly. And this is hence why you turned out to be.
Exactly.
You know, the foundation is important.
It's so important.
The foundation is important. And your mom looks like she's your sister.
She's like my best friend.
I see it because you guys, she doesn't even look like, listen, I was shocked when I saw her picture.
I remember the last day I didn't talk to my mom more than 5 phone calls a day.
Amazing.
You know, it's just
I see the bond.
I just call her to mess with it. Like, she's like, what you calling me for? I was like, oh, I ain't got nothing else to do.
I could see the bond. Yeah.
Stuff like that, you know.
Well, I could see the bond in the pictures. I never met her, but the way you guys post.
Yeah, she talked a lot, you know, because my dad was always working, so he could not miss a practice, you know, not miss a game. He don't miss games. He brings my kids. He flies my kids to the games. You know, he's just been there for me. And now that, you know, we even had times where we got older and we didn't really talk because it was like you know, you go through those phases as becoming a man and your parents, you know, I know they're having kids now, but my oldest is 8, so I'm not there yet. When I turned 20 something, you know, it's like, I wanted my dad to look at me different and not like be so hard on me, you know. I'm like, yo, I don't need you to do that to me anymore.
And you're bold enough to say it.
And I'm right. I don't need you to do that and be that for me anymore, because one, I get that every day at work. You know, I get that constant pressure, you know, and I love it. I just don't need pressure when I come home. I need
peace.
Peace.
Most men say the same exact thing. Just peace of mind.
I need balance, you know.
Yes. And
now that's what my father is to me, you know. He understands me, obviously, because he watched me every single day. And we was talking, and now the conversations that we have are like, it's what I always expected, you know, and always, well, not always expected, it's what I always wanted. And as he got older, I'm not gonna say he got like softer as a person, but he just started to like back off, and you know, and the way he is with my kids is like a inspiration for me to be, you know, like it's just like a great thing to see. You know what I'm saying? Like I appreciate that I still even have my family. You know,
Yes.
I lost one of my brothers, and I never, you know, that taught me a lot.
That was
So-
when that was recent.
It was during the year COVID.
Oh, so that's recent.
Yeah,
That's recent.
4 years ago.
Wow, condolences to you.
And he was the one that was only a year older than me. So it was like the one I, you know, played all my sports with, that I was like, you know, I'm close with all my brothers. I mean, he didn't live in the same house, but we did everything together. It was like I was in the same grade. So we, you know, so, and just losing like somebody that close, you know, usually you lose like a grandmother or like a, and that still hits at home. That still hits at home. You use like a family member or a cousin or a friend or something like that, but like never somebody who you could relate to like the most, you know? And that just changed my life and my thought process on a lot of stuff that even bothered me.
Right. So when people, so I noticed that like usually when people tell me these stories, my question always in my head is like, do you feel them? Do you feel them? Do you feel them? Do they come in your dreams? Like that's always like that next question.
I feel them the most through music.
Well, because you're doing the music now.
Well, I'm doing the music, and in my house, I have like, you know, they give you those, I don't know, I know what they're called, but I can't think of them right now. The napkins they give you with the in New Orleans, they do it because we do like second lines, funerals and stuff, and they give you like a handkerchief for like the,
Oh, okay.
yeah, weddings, you get them, and they got like,
Right.
They got like my brother's face on it, and I put it around my mic, you know, when I make my music. But also, I always like, he always wore white shoes, so I always wore white shoes in the game, you know, so it's like he always with me, you know, and I hear certain songs that remind me of him, you know, and like we have different mothers, and his mother always, every year his mother and his other brothers come to my game, you know, and so yeah, he's definitely with me, and I think about him probably every day or every other day, you know,
Has he come in your dreams too?
yeah, for sure.
Yeah, you say it like, see, you're spiritual.
I'm very spiritual. He comes in my dreams. He, like I said, and mostly like music. And when I go back home, for sure, because like it's a lot of like things that I see, and obviously like things that, especially going back home, and every time I pass home, I pass where he used to live. So it's like a memory there. It's like he was always fishing with us and on the water with us, and you know, he was the wild one, like when it came to like doing crazy things, you know. Like one day he come pop up with a new dirt wagon. He was just always just like, let's have fun.
Yeah.
He wanted to have fun, have a good So he lived all 26 of his years.
Wow.
Like, every single one. And he was always like, I know I'm talking about this.
That must be talk, please, because that must be like a pattern. Because my last guest had a very similar story because, or the first guest, his brother passed away, and he had that same story of like that his brother lived his life.
I got like this red cardinal tattoo right here,
and that's red for real.
Yeah, a red cardinal symbolizes like someone in your life that passed, that stays with you. You know, everywhere I moved, even when I moved and brought my home in Miami, my first day,
you saw one.
I saw a red cardinal. You see it?
Beautiful.
And then it goes away. But that just lets you know, like,
that he's right there.
With you.
Yes.
Even when I bought my house in New Orleans, red cardinal. And then you don't see it no more. But like, I always get reminders.
Yeah.
And at the end of the day, who knows where we're gonna go and what's going on.
Yeah, exactly. Because that's what I was trying to get at, was that, like, you know, I think people innately know what's up, because like I said, that last story was similar to that one about being 26 years old or being a young age and living their life to the fullest. So like, it's almost like he knew subconsciously, you know? And so you're saying
time where he should have and didn't.
Wow.
That makes sense, you know? Man, been in a coma and everything. So it's like,
wow.
It was just, you know, man, T-Wade, you know, it's like it's a blessing to even celebrate the 26 years I did have when, and also
Yes.
it's not like he's gone forever. We're gonna meet again.
Most definitely.
But it also tells you, like, it showed me that cherish every moment and second that you have with anyone, you know, especially if, like, you know that the person's a solid human.
Yeah.
That's why when you said you want me to do this podcast, I'm like, for sure.
I know you said yes. So
I didn't
it's like,
you know, usually when people do stuff,
you
like,
said yes to CNN. You could have said yes to
usually when my
drink
people hit me up, hey, like, these people want you to come and they want to do this and it's for this price.
Yeah.
You know, because I don't, you know,
I
like
hear
this,
you.
I don't want this, nothing.
You said yes so quick. I was like so
of course, it
thankful.
was a
It
little
was like
branded.
motivation, so much, you know.
I want to see you succeed with this
Give
because I
thanks.
know how not much you care about, obviously, me, because I've come there, but like everyone that involved, it's always good to see people who want to see the same things that I do in people. That's for everybody to be successful, you know. I don't have no hate in my blood, you know. I wasn't raised
I feel that.
to down talk anybody. I always uplift, and I be hard on some of the people I love because I'm messing with them. That's kind of how I was raised, and I show it like that, you know, sometimes. But it ain't never like, you know, I'm the same person as you.
Yes.
So how I treat you, that's how I'm gonna get treated.
And you definitely show that. I knew from the beginning. I knew you.
So that's how I try to live my life. You know, I try to treat everybody with respect, and
that's good. I
you
see
never gonna win.
Yeah.
You know, at the end of the day, I know that I can walk in, but I can walk back in every door I walked out of.
Straight up.
And that's what
straight up.
So
straight up. Because a lot of people can't say that, Duke.
Exactly.
For real. And I give thanks to you for even, like, you've shown it. Like, there was a dinner that you had for our friend Catalina for me.
Oh, I invited you up because I knew I was like, Catalina can love it.
Yeah. And listen,
and Catalina, you know, I forgot how old she turned. I'm not gonna say age. She's probably
buddy.
She turned 25.
Straight up.
But nah, she never had nobody do that for her like that.
Yeah, that was a good one. You got the right friends. Like when I walked in there, I was like, I seen you 10 years ago. Like we know each other. When it was just
observe
up together.
I observe
or growing
times every room, and I try to pay attention to things.
Yeah.
You know, obviously we have so many talks, and she talks about people, and I listen. I try to really listen because you can get something out of any conversation or anything you're doing. You just got to be paying attention and be present.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
You can learn something from the people who think. I learned a lot of the stuff from a lot of people who didn't think was smart. You know.
Real talk. You're always learning. You can learn from everybody in real talk.
Nah, for sure.
Real talk. But no, I love that because, you know, I was going to go into the realness of you to the maximum.
Nah.
Because, like, when you hit me up and then I'm like, Duke, you know, I'm vegan. So you guys found everything that was in your house that was vegan, that was, man, the chef that you had, he really hooked it up. I felt very special, like, yo, give thanks. I'm not trying to be difficult. This is just how I eat. You guys were just like, no problem, fab.
And I'm with that health kick too. Like I could just eat vegan food, you know. It's not really, as long as I'm eating and I'm able to eat, I'm thankful.
Straight up.
So straight up, I look at it, you know.
No, listen, and you okay. So I wanted to say this part too from that night, which also shows the realness in you, because I giggle in my mind sometimes when I think about this moment. So after that, it's time to go out. Everybody's ready to go out. Everybody's ready to go to strip club. It's time to go to strip club. You get your one. Like, I remember you like getting everything together, and they're like, "Come on, Fab, come on." And I'm like, "Guys, I just gotta go home." I'm like, no. And they're like, "Come on, living once in a lifetime. Come on, it's Catalina's birthday. Let's go." And then you in the background go, "Guys, like, she's just not like that. Like, she just."
Yeah.
I was like, "Give thanks to."
Nah, you can't force nobody. Yeah.
Safe.
Hey.
I'm out.
Because I hate because I'm not the type of person that want to go out. But I do it. I did it for Catalina. I'm like, I don't do all of that. But like, there's a lot of people that try to, and it honestly saved me.
Yeah.
In a lot of situations from not being outside. you know, because anything could happen.
Anything.
All it takes is 1 second.
Word.
Somebody to tell you something, you might get a little drunk, you might do something like you see it every single day.
Word.
You know, especially being where I'm from, I dodged a lot of shit that
Wow.
you know,
Wow.
from just being out and shit happening, you know, shit, even having a drink and driving home.
Straight up.
Like, you see people making mistakes all the time, and everybody human, and I'm human. I made mistakes as well. So like just stuff like that. Like even when I don't try to force. Man, when somebody say no, it means no. You know, like
Yeah.
and
No, you definitely.
I was like, yo, like is she? You know, this woman don't want to come.
I know. Just
Let her go. She came. At least she showed up and came
Straight up.
and showed her.
Straight up.
Showed her, gave her blessings. You know, she came and she ain't had to, because time is the most valuable thing.
Real talk, real talk. But I was thankful for that. And I know that you have a really cool fish tank. I have to bring that up because I know you're into that, and like beautiful fish tank that I was just like this the whole time. Plus, you know, meditated on the herbs a little bit. So I really was like, wow, beautiful. But to say is that I know you have your studio.
Mm-hmm.
You're building your studio. You're also one of the first people to Sax too. I hit up Sax a little bit after, but I knew you were doing the studio, and I was like, I got to get in the studio. I want to record my guided meditation stuff.
Facts.
And so, is it built? Is it built all the way now?
Yeah. I think I recorded a lot of songs on my album.
Oh yeah. So that's what I was going to bring up. So you did it at your house?
Yeah, I did. I do mostly all my stuff, either at home here or in New Orleans. I have and I had an actual recording studio in New Orleans, but I like to create a place. I feel like a home is the safest place that you can be in. So I create that to where I can go home, and when I go home, when I enter my house, it's not, I enter my home, you know, call it
yes.
Because a lot of people have a house, but they don't have a home. When I enter my home, it's my sanctuary, you know. I have my fish tank, you know.
So
my fish tank.
You could tell you took.
Nah, when I was a child, I always wanted a fish tank, you know. I always used to see it, and for some reason, it just it reminds, like, if you got a fish tank in your crib, you know, back in the day, you was somebody.
Exactly.
Exactly. Not that I'm trying to be.
Here's like the fishes glow in the dark. All types of.
Man, they come on, and it's like everything in my tank is live, you know, from the corals.
Yeah.
And the tank is bigger than me, you know, like sideways. This is over 6 feet, you know, so it's like
So there's a professional cleaner?
No, it can come once a week, and it's expensive, but like, it's worth it, you know.
It's beautiful.
I appreciate it, and I'm grateful for it, and and what's crazy was it makes this like sound like. It sounds like I'm in the water.
Oh, wow. Oh, yes. Yes.
It has because it has the water.
Of course, yes.
So
yeah.
Stuff like that. So when I come home, sometimes I just sit down and I hear the sound of that water.
Wow. Yes, dude. Yes.
It just makes me.
That's beautiful.
Go home and go to sleep right on the couch.
Straight up.
At the time I wake up, I'm like, damn, I gotta go get into bed. You know, it's just like.
That's good.
I think
you deserve that. You deserve that.
It's a part of my
And your dad deserves to see you like that.
No, yeah, my dad loved coming, man. I'm so grateful my dad could come and my whole family though, you know, could come and especially in Miami.
Straight up.
It's not like I know I'm blessed. I'm in Miami. You know, I could be in Wisconsin or not saying they bad places.
Yeah.
I love everywhere, but like I'm in Miami, you know.
And they still look really young. That's what I was saying earlier. Yeah, they're like young.
They're young.
Yeah, they're still like, yeah.
They able and they active, you know. And my dad worked, you know. He worked whenever he can, so he could come and do whatever he want. And that's just like how I am, you know. My dad only worked every day of his life just so he could see me live mine. And that's
amazing.
The best thing that God could have gave me, regardless of whatever anyone could say about him or me. I know he's the most solid person that I have, him or my mom, you know.
Yeah.
I don't need too many friends because I have that.
Hence, what this looks like when foundation is strong.
Nah, for sure.
You know,
And
this
it
is
wasn't
what that
perfect,
looks like. Of course, nothing. There's
had
rigid. There's like, you know,
thing, you
of
know,
course.
they might have argued and stuff
The
like that.
foundation is strong.
But at the end of the day, I could talk to my mama and my dad
Amazing.
about anything, you know. And when you got that in your life, you don't need much more.
Straight up.
You know, you're always gonna be good regardless. Like when it comes to like a mental aspect, you know, they always gonna push you to be more and do more, and they always gonna be there for you, you know. And the game taught me that, you know, because when I first got drafted, there was a lot of noise, you know. And you know, I went to LSU and you know did my thing there, and got fortunate enough to get drafted. You know, being one of the top in the world, you know, 0.01% in the world could do what I do.
0.01, not 1%.
Nah,
0.01.
Yeah, so
That's impressive. That's amazing. So then it was in you.
yeah, it was.
Do you feel like a superhero?
Nah,
I love that you.
I feel like I ain't done enough.
Okay.
I feel like my life really ain't even started yet.
Straight up.
You know, I'm about to be 30, so it's like football is just a stepping stool to help me get to where I really want to.
Right. So is it the music?
The music,
Okay.
even one day being a coach and helping other young men.
I definitely see you as that. That question earlier kind of led to that.
Correct.
Of me saying, like, do you talk to them? Like, I can definitely see you
That's
as
why
a
I
coach.
said I was a leader on every team.
Yeah.
And like I said, if I'm competing against you, I'm also helping you. It's me, like in a certain way. I'm the oldest person in my linebacker room on the team, and I didn't realize that to this. I'm like, damn, I'm the oldest person. Like, oh.
Wow. So you're the wisest or wiser or wise one.
Yeah,
You know, because we all have different wisdom in different ways. Yeah.
Also, I've also learned, because I've also been the youngest in the room, but I might have still been the wisest.
I agree 1,000.
So,
Wow.
and really just on how
See?
your mental capacity.
You're right here.
So it's like, and that's just a result of me paying attention and, you know, having people in my life that, you know, my dad always used to tell me when I was a kid, you know, see yourself doing it. See, like when I was 12 years old, I remember the conversation we had. He was like, so he drove me around, big ass house. Sorry, I don't mean to.
No, it's okay.
He drove me around a big house. He drove me around nice cars. He was always driving me around to show me nice things. And he was like, you know, we can have this right now. That's what you want. You like that? I'm like, yeah, man. Yeah. He's like, well, listen, if we get this right now, and we have all this fun now, when you're my age, you might have to work harder than me. You know? He's like, so you young, you 12. He's like, you can have as much fun. We could have a ball right now. But when you're my age, you have to work hard. You have to kill yourself. He said, or you could work hard, dig deep, and do whatever you got to do. And whenever you're my age, you could be doing what I'm doing. Taking you everywhere to see the world. You could take in your kids. And that's what I do, you know. My kids, man.
I see. I see it only online, but I
My
do
boys probably have been to out of 50 states, they might have been to 25.
you.
And I ain't going my first plane until I got to college. You know, to when the team took us to a game.
For real?
So it's like giving that experience back to the youth is like the most important thing and that uplifts me the most.
Of course.
So like, I'm really grateful that I had that example, you know, and I still got it. And I wish that all men and women, because we all the same,
Equal.
you know, all men and women just want that, just like, you know, for their self and for their family, especially if you got kids. Bring it, because there's a lot of shit that is happening in the world that I see every day.
And we gotta stick together if we're human. We gotta hold strong together. All of that outside,
All that
chatter.
No, man, that don't.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, everybody got to go home and lay their head on the pillow.
Yeah.
And some people sleep better than others, and some don't. And I had nights where I was entertaining noise and not being able to sleep. And back to being young in the NFL, you get drafted, the distractions, and then I got injured. I tore my knee my first game.
First game?
In the NFL, I tore my knee, and I've never been hurt before. So just imagine, and then the noise calmed down, and you found out who really for you when you don't have nothing, or when you're not in the mix, when you're not as like, I guess you could say, I don't know what they say, popping or whatever. When you're not like the guy at the moment,
Yep.
you realize that people really want to be around
when you are that guy.
When you're doing something, when you're giving to them, or whenever you, I don't even know how to say it, but it's a lot of people that be around for the wrong reasons.
It's a lot of Judases around.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I got like a solid team. I got like a solid foundation. I got solid friends. I've been having the same friends since I was in 6th, 7th grade. I talk to them boys every day. We in a group chat. They had a group chat with my mom.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying?
But you and Odell, you guys seem like brother energy. Like,
no,
at the end, you guys.
We both from New Orleans.
Okay. I didn't.
I'm not. He might say we were the rivals, but we ain't rivals. We used to bust hands every game.
That's so.
But we played against each other in high school. We went to college.
Oh, okay. See, I knew that it was a friendship like that, and I knew it was a friendship like that. I could tell from the way you guys.
So even for us to be back on the same team now for the first time since college, is for my freshman year at college. So that's longer than 10 years. Cause I've been in 8. That's almost I don't know, just from college, but I knew him since high school.
Amazing.
Before high school, and just
So you guys talked about it together, like the NFL.
And you guys, me and bro used to go and it used to be just me and him going to work out together every day on the field and competing, and whoever won the drills and one-on-one drills will have to pay for lunch on the way home.
Wow! And look at this,
man. It's like it was.
Look at this.
It was always what I am for him. He is for me. It's bigger than the ball stuff. It's like it's a real solid. Like, that's my brother.
I could feel that.
That's my brother. Like,
at the end, after you guys are done working out, like, you guys hug, no matter, it didn't even matter.
Yeah.
The way, like, just the vibe, like,
just
I can tell.
I don't even know how to say it. It's like, he could go and he's done it and I've done it, because we both on our own path. We can go a couple months with, like, we'll hit each other up, but not even seeing each other, but we see each other again. It's just like, I just saw this thing.
Yeah, exactly.
And it's like,
I love those kind of friendships.
He has his mom and his dad. I was like my mom and dad, they there for him. They always there. Like, some of the best people, like, that foundation is crazy. And he, just like him, I even had conversation with his mom and dad that I have, like, with my mom and dad. I call his mama and his pops and mom.
I believe you.
Like, same for him. Like, it's I love that dude. Like,
amazing.
He my brother, you know what I'm saying? And not even just because of what other people know him as. Like, I knew him when he didn't.
I can tell from the way you guys just I could just see the brotherhood.
And like, it's just not like
flowed.
And people like him and me, we get taken advantage of. And a lot of situations just because of, like, the way we are. We're so giving, we're so loving, we're so caring. Like, we care about the good in everybody. Being good and everyone being good, and helping everybody and showing love. Just like him, so a lot of people could get it confused, like, of how he is and how I am, because we're so nice and we're so friendly. It ain't, it's just because that's how we was raised and how we grew up.
Yeah.
And stuff we grew around, and everybody, he was known for that. New Orleans is known for dancing and having music, and myself, we have fun. We live an interesting life.
So you always wanted to do music, or you just?
I've always wanted.
But is this your first time actually pursuing the music, or you were doing music before?
Yes, because two reasons. Well, I performed in front of my high school my senior year at the state championship in a pep rally. I performed a song that I made about going and play the game.
Okay, okay.
And then playing football and doing music, or playing football and trying to do anything else, people don't look at that and, how do I say it? If I'm doing something, this is what I should be doing to people.
Right.
You know, like,
Right.
man, he a football player. That dude ain't no artist. He can't hit music. He a football player. And if you playing football and you're trying to do something else, this is a business. So let you slip up. Let me slip up while I'm trying to play football and make music. Let me post about me doing anything else besides ball, and let me slip up. They gonna use, when I say they,
The people,
the business,
Yep.
the business of the game, and that's with anything. You know, regardless, not even just ball. If you playing baseball and you trying to do other things, the people in basketball, whatever it is, even the people, like, that's why I don't worry about what other people. As long as I show up and be me every day, I can do whatever I want.
Right.
But I had to understand that, like, I had to make sure that these people know that I'm for real. I waited for my 7th year last year to drop my first song. July 25th of last year, I dropped my first single called Don't Let Me In. And I dropped it my 7th year because at that point, I established myself in the NFL.
Right.
Everybody knew who I was. Everybody knew that I can, and that if I make a mistake, they know it's going to get corrected by myself. They don't even need to, at this point, like, the coaches know that I'm going to make sure that I get my shit done, because that's how important it is to me. And this game means everything to me. Like, the game is everything to me because it allows me to do everything for my family and for myself. And there's moments like when I had got injured, like my first 2 years in the NFL, I had 2 surgeries. And I never got injured before in my career.
And then this 2 times is like...
In the first 2 years, it's like, man, and it's not like I never worked hard. I've always worked hard. That's my resume. It's just like, I guess you could say, me having to clean up things in my life,
How did you overcome that, though? First of all, how long was the recovery?
Shit, I told my growing. So, like, my second one was like, my knee was my meniscus, and which took about a couple months, but like really it takes like, for you to feel like back right when you mess something up in your knee, like it takes over a year, if you ask me, and then growing as well. Because like, I don't want to get into the other stuff about recovery and stuff like that, but because it's so much deeper than.
Because what does it do for you at the time now you're sitting, you're recovering, you're getting healthy again? Where is your mind at? Like, are you going to keep going? Like, all of that goes into your brain?
Of course. Missing a day in the NFL, like if you miss a day, I guess you could say, it's like missing a week. Missing a week is like missing a month. Missing a month is like missing a year. Because there's so much information that's... I mean, just put it this way, every week we got to learn about a new team, a new organization, like new players, new everything. So you got to reset every single week. So, and not even that, like the repetition is so important in everything, like playing instruments, doing music, doing whatever, doing Legree. I can't go up and Legree one day and miss shit, I know, because sometimes I go home and I come back and that first day be like, Lord have mercy.
Yeah.
So it's just like,
you have to but your mind is there.
My mind is
the body, because you have to work out all those muscles, but your mind is there.
So like missing that time is just like, and just not even that, just getting your body back in the shape that it was before you got injured too. Because when you injured, you got to sit and rest. And that's the worst thing that a person that's an athlete or anything, like, having a game taken away from you it hurt worse than the injury, watching,
That's deep.
Yeah.
It hurts worse than the injury.
If you really love it like I do, for me, it hurt worse. Anytime I'm injured or I miss something, which I rarely do, those moments of me sitting there watching hurt deeper than the pain that's on my body, if that makes sense. Because
it does. Have you seen other players like go through that and don't get out of it?
Of course, like, one is like, And don't know that another injury happened right after that. You know what I'm saying? It's like I'm fortunate enough to like only have those 2 surgeries.
Right.
But there's so many other players who have way worse.
Is it worth it? Okay, is it worth it?
The NFL?
Like going through that whole process and knowing that you're gonna possibly, most likely 100% get hurt. Is it worth it?
Yeah.
Whoa.
Um,
Because your mind, this is mind over matter all the way. Because your mind mentally has, you know what I just thought of right now because I had a water break. No pain, no,
Wow.
and mentally, I always say like, it's a mental thing. Like mentally, I had to tell myself, you're about to take the pain. You're about to take the labor. I just thought of that right now from like telling you, like mentally, you're knowing that you're watching all these people come at you, in full speed.
During those moments while I was hurt or ever injured and had to sit there and watch, you got time to yourself because you're not practicing or doing anything, and you just getting rehab, and you're having to spend more time with the trainers, and that's like the worst thing. Not that I love all my trainers, but it's just like I hate not being around my guys. I hate not being around my teammates. I hate not really putting the work in. I love seeing results. I love showing my peers that I'm giving them all I have.
Right.
It's a good feeling knowing that everybody know that you putting the work in and they appreciate you for that, for really putting the work in and inspiring them. I love being an inspiration to my teammates, It's a lot of everybody on the team, they can come up to me and talk to me about anything, and I'm gonna be that guy.
Wow. And you're doing it.
And that's what I love.
I kind of hear it like I always, because like the music part I keep going back to, because I on my way here I was listening to your music. And so everything that you're saying, I feel like you put it in your music.
No, for sure, a lot of it.
Yeah, I was listening to it.
Especially on this new album, it's about to be amazing.
I love that. I love that you love this and then let me tell you, the first one you dropped, I was like, oh, like you definitely could do this. You
for the show
have the skills.
And what's crazy was I was making music when I first got in the league, when I got injured. Music was my because I was like, okay, either I'm gonna go home. I'm already in a place where I was in Atlanta, and I don't have no family there, no friends. I just got my teammates. I get drafted to a new city where I don't know nobody, and I ain't got much. So I had to find peace in my home. And music, that's when I got back to my music, and just coming home every day. I had to find something. And I was thankful, because when I first got into the league, I got some of the best advice that I've ever gotten from anybody in my life. It was from a coach who was also a former player.
Can we say it? Is it Dan Marino? No?
No.
Because you told me he's on the field all the time.
No.
He's always on the field.
This was when I was in Atlanta.
Oh, okay.
When I first got in the league, when I first got drafted.
Oh, yes.
And this person is still in my life, but he's not even coaching me, but we still talk. But he's just like that type of person. When I first got to the NFL, I went to someone, I don't want to say his name, but he knows who he is.
Beautiful.
And I've said this to people, but I just, I just want to keep that
between. Yeah, I hear you.
But when I'm telling my man, like, you played in the league, you played my position. You played 10 years, and guess what? And this is on year 1. I haven't even played the full year yet. I'm just getting there. I'm like, well, what's the best advice you can give me, And the grown man looked me in my eyes when I had just got to a place where I always wanted to be, in the NFL. Like,
right.
He said, fall in love with something else. And I was like, fall in love with something else? What you mean? Like, what do you mean? Like, he said, don't just be all ball. I was like, what do you, I said, I don't understand that. He's like, one day you won't understand that. But always remember, fall in love with something else. He said, because I didn't. And when I got done, there wasn't nothing to wake me up in the morning.
Right.
I ain't have nothing that drove me out of the bed. He was like, even my family sometimes like, was like, what's going on? Why you like this? And it was just because I didn't have anything else, It's like, make sure you do that for yourself, for your mentals. And music was
it.
I got back to the love of that. And I made a bunch of music throughout that.
No, you're just like throwing them out, like new song, new song, new song.
Yeah, because
you just started and then boom, 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 boom.
And now I start in the morning. This is how my off season is. I'm gonna tell you a day in my off season when I'm not playing the season. I wake up, I wake up at 6 a.m. because that's what my kids do. Or they wake up at like 7.
Mm-hmm.
And I wake up at 6 because I always make sure I cook for them, and I want them to know that their father waking up, even if they don't know and they're not processing it.
Right.
When they get older, they're gonna know that their father woke up every single day and made them breakfast.
Right.
Even if they don't understand what I'm doing, when they get older, they're gonna be like, damn, my dad made me breakfast every day.
Straight out.
So they're gonna want to do it for their kids.
That's good, dude. That's so good.
So every day I do that. And I spend some time with them before school. I bring them to school. And as soon as I come back from school, I do a workout, whatever it may be, even if I don't work out. But from 8 o'clock to 3 o'clock, that's when they're in school.
Mm-hmm.
That's my time to make my music, work out, do whatever. Because as soon as they back out of school, my focus goes straight into them.
Amazing.
Whatever they want to do. As soon as they got to school, hey, what y'all want to do?
Straight up.
What y'all want to eat?
So good.
We going, you want to
because most mothers are like this.
Nah, even my
parents,
no,
a lot, not most, a lot. Sorry, I think that's
sure.
A lot, but like you always have to like retrain your mind, like give them attention.
You know how hard it is to like not have a kid be on a phone or
who you telling? Who you telling?
It's tough, like, and I'm grateful for that mother, like the mother of my boys, like, man,
yeah,
she really put the time in.
Oh my gosh, that's good.
Like you call me, she is superwoman.
Wow,
You know what I'm saying?
I love that. I
so like, she makes sure like them boys is like undivided attention and like, oh my gosh, I think I'm grateful for that.
That's good.
And my boys is like, they all in Montessori schools. The Montessori, the hands-on way. I never even knew what it was until she brought it to my attention. This is, 8 years ago, because my boy's 8. But like, obviously he was going to school when he was that young, but,
8 plus co-parenting. It's co-parenting,
do my
right?
music.
Yeah. Because do you have a queen? Because in your music,
I don't have a queen.
In your music, it sounds like you want a queen.
I do want a queen.
Your music,
I think every man needs a queen.
Straight up.
I don't care who.
And a good one though, like a real one. Yeah, I definitely think you definitely deserve.
I was
for sure, and I can tell that you're a person that probably has to choose that, because you're a whole real soul. So it ain't faking the funk out here in these streets, and these girls are faking the funk sometimes.
Girls and boys.
Straight up.
Lord. Everybody want to keep up with it.
Cheers to that. Cheers to that.
Man, I don't understand. Hey, but y'all,
Well, let me tell you, Royal One, Lion, because you're a Leo. By the way, the Leos, like their manes, or they're well known for their manes.
Oh yeah, it's in the bar right now. But if it was out, it would be
they're well known for their manes, and it's of course you're a Leo. Like when I found out you're a Leo, I'm like, of course, like his hair, people know you for your hair.
No, for sure. That's
yeah.
I feel like when I let my hair out is when I'm my best self.
See, did you ever connect it to a lion though? A lion's mane, like a lion, you being a Leo?
Yeah.
You said like of course. See, spiritual. You're.
I don't know, for some reason, I didn't even have to think that. My whole life has just been that. Even when I was a kid, I didn't even understand it, but I always did things with my hair and like,
That's funny.
And now I let it out, and I hate letting it out in Miami.
Because it's so.
Especially, because people always call me Aquaman.
Oh, for real? I've heard people call you Aquaman. I've heard people call you Aquaman.
I'll let it out right now.
Let it out.
I've been having in a bun. I've been running and stuff every day. So like it ain't like how I want it to be. You know, when I present it, I wanted it to be presented the right way.
Straight up.
I would probably ask for that hat if.
No, but see, I was just thinking of that hat because when I walked in, I'm like, Steph, is it corny? Well, it's not really corny because I had to talk myself out of it not being corny
It's perfect.
wearing this hat. But for real, I'm a whole Miami girl. I was like, teal is my color, my alma mater, teal and black. So it's like a kind of a teal. So I was like, all these reasons of why I'm going to rock it today.
Nah, it's perfect. It was perfect.
Thanks.
Like,
But I have some gifts for you.
gifts. Nah, my gift was, that's right. This was the best gift for me.
Straight up. You get to talk about it.
I done talked about some things that I, be holding in when it comes to family. Even speaking of my father, times and friends and moments of my life, my injuries, because that shit, it takes a toll on you.
Yes, I could imagine. I can imagine.
But, so I appreciate there's a gift just sitting here and giving, anytime I speak, whoever listening, I know everything that I say won't hit home. Even if it's one or two things I said that might hit home to somebody, that's what I appreciate, So I don't know if
Amazing.
maybe it was nothing, but
No, it was everything. What's stuck in my mind is the cardinal.
yeah, that was it.
That's like really like as you're talking, from when you showed it to me, as you're talking, I'm seeing it like right here, and I'm seeing it in the trees, like. Because there's one, I think it's a cardinal. There's a red bird that comes to megalith. There's a red one and there's a blue one.
Might be following them.
So like now it's, you could connect to that. Like definitely.
There's a lot of things that you connect with, in life. You just gotta be present and know.
Do you see them at your house, around your house?
Like I said, I saw them when
you first moved.
And like me just knowing it there. It's like almost like it wants to be seen.
It's like almost like watching over.
Yeah, it's almost like it wants to be seen to just show you that it's there, and then it doesn't want to be seen again.
I get it.
It's almost like you have to know that it's there. Like you might look, and
so energetically, do you feel like it's always there?
Yeah, for sure. Once I see it, I know it's always there. No matter what it's at. And
I knew you were like this.
And it's been beautiful my whole life, everywhere I went. So I just appreciate that.
Yes.
I appreciate a lot of things, I appreciate the little things in life, and I'm a firm believer in what you give out is what you get.
What you receive, it's infinite. And sending love, strength, healing to your heart, to your spirit, everything. And strength for real, peace. I hope you find your queen because you're deserving. I know, because then I hear it in your music and I'm like, straight up. Straight up. Straight up.
It's just me.
I love that you said it like that because there's some good people out here.
I met a lot of good women in my life, and it was just times that I didn't know how to, in the beginning, especially in my career, you got to understand as a young man, trying to provide for his family, it's hard to balance relationships.
I can imagine.
It's hard to balance somebody else telling you.
And then what you do for a living. I can imagine.
That's a lot of stress. Like that's why I said the young player that come in, there's a lot of distractions. The distractions can be family or woman or anything. Like my parents and my family already know, especially at this point in my career, if y'all calling me with problems back at home, I'm sorry, I got my own right now. I'm doing something that if y'all need something, y'all know y'all gonna call me. And if I can't do this, who y'all gonna call on? I love being there for my family though, but they respect me. They respect what I do. They respect my game, and I respect them. And if they really need me, but if it's just calling me about something, I ain't got time for no BS.
Yo, that's a whole lion for real. Like everything that you're like. The way you're presenting yourself is a whole lion, so that makes sense. The lion that's got to be like solid.
Yeah, you got to be.
Yeah.
Solid to yourself.
Yeah, straight up.
Take care of everybody else.
Straight up, yep.
I don't mind going out there and doing the hard shit so everybody can eat.
Wow.
That's me.
Wow. That's the lion all the way. That's the lion all the way. So listen, I got these gifts and I'm excited because first of all, I'll start off well, not small, but I'm just going to give you, first of all, I'm going to give you this t-shirt, the Protect Your Heart t-shirt, because that was the first event that you went to. This artist, he's amazing, uncut. And then you see the Protect Your Heart Everywhere 423. And that represents protecting your heart. Your birthday's coming up, right?
August 9th.
August 9th? That's Indigenous Peoples Day.
For real?
I have an event every year, August 9th for Indigenous Peoples Day. This is the 8th year.
For real?
So you got to go.
We got
And it's so vibrant, for real. It's okay. It's okay. That's a powerful day. So whatever is happening on that day, make it
My
happen.
album dropping on the 9th. My album dropping on the 9th.
Yo, I'm going to send you some stuff about that day.
Well, it's 45 because it's 9.
Power. Power.
Yeah?
August 9th. I'm going to send you. That's a very special day for me. So this is for you.
That's good.
It's different stuff. You can kind of go in there. I don't know what's in the gold. Some the guests open it up. Go ahead. You can. That's all
I know what this is.
I got you, Simon. Yeah.
This is,
Love that you're excited about that.
this is the best thing you could have, man. Listen, it could have just been this in the bag and all would have been a stat.
Yes.
I love this. This is, man, I don't understand. If you ain't on Moss, get on it.
Yeah.
For sure.
Dang, I love that you were excited like this. I knew you were going to love it, but that was a great, great excitement right there.
A prayer journey.
Yeah, she wrote this, a girl, she comes to Megalith too. She's one of the clients and a friend of mine. She made this book. Yeah, and I just kind of couldn't, I just hit her up and I'm like, yeah, I feel like I should give one to Duke.
I was just telling my moms and everybody, I was like, yo, I need to get back into like, you know, this right here, you know, especially like, and I love getting back into it all the time.
Yeah.
See, I'm very spiritual. I talk to God. It's not a day that I don't thank God, you know?
And
Even if it's like, I used to do it every day. Sort of my feet hit the ground. I used to be like, thank you, Lord. Thank you, Lord. You know what I'm saying? And like the fact that I'm starting a new year, starting a new season on Tuesday on the 23rd, I think that this is
fits right in.
it fits.
Yeah, her name is Khadijah, and I call her like my spiritual guidance.
This is
You know, she's amazing. I love that you're reacting like this.
no, listen,
Yeah, a whole bunch of prayers. Sometimes I just like open it up and whatever pops up is for me.
man,
You know?
this is amazing. I appreciate this for sure. See, everything was
Yes.
meant, you know.
I'm going to get you one, Sax, because I know you love prayers too.
Made with love.
Yes.
I'm
So
playing
Mother of
with the
Many. Mother of Many. I love her scrubs. I don't know what she put in there neither. I think she did tell me a scrub, but it felt like something else.
Nice.
I love her scrubs. I love everything that she represents. She represents, you know, the culture too. She's very much into history, and so she kind of puts that ancient energy into what she makes.
Skin and scalp repair.
Okay.
Okay.
I mean,
Definitely need that.
yeah.
I know it might sound crazy. I hate to bring it up. We talk about how amazing Callie is, but she get a little mask and like she be how she help
Yeah.
show her hair.
My hair, yeah.
She be helping you with mine too. It's funny. Coffee scrub.
Yeah, the coffee scrub is
Coffee scrub. Okay, I'm into that. I'm into all that health and wellness stuff for sure. You only need one body.
straight up. Well,
Amazing.
speaking of, I didn't tape it because you could just open it right away.
I appreciate this though for sure. This man,
No problem.
you don't even know. Well, I think you know
Yeah.
about y'all.
Every guest, like I kind of just call out the holistic companies that I feel like are suited for.
And I'm really
I love how happy you are about that CMOS.
so
Yes. Okay, so this one I'm really excited about because I called my friend and I'm like, okay, you go open it and see.
okay. Gift certificate. Oh,
Yes.
look at this.
Yeah. So it's a day spa gift certificate from IS Spa. And so she's going to, $555 value. The angel number, I love that for higher frequency. I was like, that's so perfect. And so you're going to get a whole day. Yeah.
Foot treatment, facial. What?
Yes. Acupuncture.
I'm going Sunday.
They're coming to you.
They come to me.
They're coming to you. It's a day spa. It's straight to your house.
Look at God.
Look at God.
Look at God. Hey, I'm. See, when you do stuff for the right reason.
And you deserve that. You need a whole day to just chill, get a massage, head massage, acupuncture, all of that is
It's
coming.
right before the season.
All of that.
Yeah, Sunday is like it's gonna be on Sunday. I can see it already.
Yes.
Oh my God. Thank you so much.
No problem.
Another
Okay, so Perfect Tree, they actually said, he said that he knows you or you got stuff from him before. Perfect Tree.
Oh, that's
My main sponsor of Higher Frequency. And so everybody gets Perfect Tree.
Is this from what's his name?
Olivier or Oliver or
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Eden's
Yes.
wow.
Yes.
Okay.
So that,
Oh,
that's rare. I know he said that. And he told me when I was like, oh, I'm doing Duke Riley. And he's like, oh, yeah.
That's crazy.
So who knows what he put in your box?
That's man. Appreciate that.
Yeah.
Man, let me see. I don't want to open it wrong.
I know. Maybe I have to.
No. I got it.
Everybody has their different way of opening it.
No, I could.
You're doing it perfect.
Yeah, I just don't. No, I'm good. I got it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Niceness.
Perfect sense. You know I love my sense.
Oh yeah, that's right. You are with the stages. You make sure you get the stages and the.
A diffuser.
Yep.
Wow.
I
You
mean,
need this thing, crib. You know what's crazy? You know how you talk about getting stuff and diffusers and stuff like that? I was talking to my mom. I was like, man, I need me a diffuser. And next thing you know, they start popping up on the Instagram with the ads. Want you to buy.
you see that?
And now right here with the diffusers. I don't want to open it, but
Yeah. Yeah, no, they're official. They definitely come correct with the presentation.
okay.
I'm always impressed. I knew you were gonna like
We ain't
those.
gonna talk about what this is. But thank you. You know they know. Okay. This is lit. This is amazing.
Yeah.
Okay. One, two.
Oh, you're gonna love that. Yeah.
Oh. We know what this is.
Yes.
You know what these things are? Oh, a lighter. I want the lighter.
Light it up.
Yeah. Shout
Yeah.
okay.
You need that Polystar. You always, that's adding to your collection.
Call when I get in it. Oh yeah, this is amazing. Oh, much love and utmost respect, my brother.
Yes.
Especially somebody who did what he did in the league. You know, it was
Yeah.
a real one, man. You know.
Yeah, and is that, see, I didn't know that background of him.
Yeah.
That makes so much sense because his presentation is always so impressive. I'm like, yo, you like every time he pulls up, he just looks fresh, look clean, like his presentation. I'm like, this is nice.
Nah, for sure.
It makes sense. See, another humble one.
Nah,
I gotta bring him because he's been hooking up the guests. He's been hooking up the guests.
for sure.
So yes, Duke, thank you so much. I definitely enjoyed this conversation. Got to know you more deeper.
I felt like it could have went on for 2 days. You know what I'm saying?
Well, come back.
Come back.
Come back actually. Tell me everything.
Cause I'm always
Recently.
now. I want to come back.
Tell me.
You said after the league?
Yeah, I mean not after the league, like forever, but like after.
No, I didn't want to come.
Season? Is that how it goes?
Yeah, after the season, but like I do want to like come on a podcast one day after I'm done playing and just
Say it.
go in depth about
Yeah.
hanging.
Because there was some things that was popping up in my mind that I was like, let me not take it there.
There were some things where I was like, yo, I can't go into.
See,
I can't go.
Okay. So we're here. So then part two, because I was about to go deep and I was like, let me just.
Nah, this is unbelievable. I'm grateful.
So then you put this, we'll put this together. Like you'll give her a call or she'll give you a call or I'll put it together. And
No, for sure. I'm gonna call her tomorrow.
yes, Duke, yes, because you need it. Definitely.
I definitely need it.
Yeah.
I need this for sure.
And she's amazing. I only trust her.
Facial, that
Yeah.
acupuncture and everything. A head massage.
Head massage. Yeah.
Lord knows.
I love that.
Man, amazing.
Thank you so much, dude. Until next time, because there is going to be a next time.
For sure, 1,000%.
I honor you. You're
That
a
might be
great
more,
person.
more than the next time.
Yeah, I love that you talk like this.
For sure, for sure.
Yes, and we got to connect on some events and stuff like that.
Like I said,
Oh,
next event that you have like
Yes.
that
I'm going to let you know.
format,
Yes.
you know?
Oh my God, yes. Oh, see? Thank you, because that's what I was going to seal it up.
I want to do that.
Give me like a conscious song that I could play. Give me like a, and yes, let's do one together. How about that?
You can do that.
Yes,
I would love to.
because you enjoyed that gratitude song that I sent you when we did it.
Stretching and playing.
Yeah. I
was like,
love that. That's from
You
Landro.
know, like that's
So let's do a conscious song so I could play it and put it on my playlist.
dope.
But even though like your music is really deep,
Nah, for sure. Most of it is definitely deep, and some of them, you know, there's a lot of things that music is art. I had fun with it,
you're having a lot of fun with it.
and I've had a lot of fun in my life.
My friends are in your video. Cheers to that.
Cheers to that. So it was like, you know, and it's only getting better. I appreciate music, you know.
Cheers to that. Higher frequency. Give thanks.
For sure. This was amazing, and I would do it again. I don't even know if another podcast experiences that I ever do is gonna be. This is my first time ever doing one.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I love that. Okay.
I get offered it all the time, but I always say no.
Wow.
You know,
We're saying yes to.
I always say no. I'm always like, nah. You know, like one.
What do you think? Do they want to just talk about football? You think they want to just talk about football?
I just like not that I love talking about ball. It's just like in a different way. You know what I'm saying? It just felt right whenever you asked. You know,
Yo, give thanks.
I don't know why. I just thought that.
You said yes with no hesitation.
I get offered all the time to do interviews. It's just like
I'm on.
I don't like giving people my time who I don't feel like really know me.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah.
They might know me from things that they just see but like, you know me, you've been around me, and I think that it was just right for me to do it with you
Give
first.
thanks. And I feel your respect. Like you from day one, like definitely give me and my king so much
No,
respect.
I love Sean. And Sean has helped me in many, many ways. You know, he sends me some motivational stuff almost every other day. You know, like he's amazing. You got one of the best men, you know, that I know. You know, I love Sean. Like Sean, amazing.
On that note about my king, give thanks to. Thank you so much. Enjoy these gifts.
Appreciate it. I'll see you in the morning.
Oh yeah, that's right. Where you're signed up. That's what I'm talking about.
Tomorrow night is Saturday.
Yeah.
Nah, for sure.